Yeah, us guys, you know, when we become 40 or we approach our 40s, we start to get a little bit insecure about ourselves, especially in regards to attracting the right relationship. And women, we start to, you know, notice the grey hairs, the hair loss, the belly coming, all these things that we probably didn't pay as much attention to in our 30s and 20s. We start thinking about these things. And I'm a big believer in turning negatives into positives and turning fear into excitement and success. And this can be a good thing. Certainly changed my life, having these fears rise up and me having to eradicate them. And that's what got me to lose 20 pounds. That's what got me to get rid of the belly at 39, not far off 40. Be a big celebration when I hit the 40, guys. When you guys show me some love, hit that like, share, subscribe, send me a couple of checks. I'm not messing around. But no, seriously, we do. So this is for, I'm letting you guys know, God, sorry, too much coffee today. What was going to go with this? Yeah, for people that want to work with me and do coaching, you're not too old, it's not too late. I've said it before. When I started teaching, I was 28. I worked with a lot of clients that were in their 40s and 50s, and I got them into successful relationships, helped them to overcome their social anxiety. It's all on you. You know, when you look at, I was listening to Dominic Engel speak. He's a famous boxing trainer, right? He trained Kell Brook back in the day, Prince Nazim, and he's 55 and he looks fantastic, right? And he was speaking, saying, and my dad said this years ago, when you looked at people that were 40 and in their 30s, they looked a lot older than what, you know, how we look today, because the diet has changed today. So even my dad was saying, like, 40 is like, to him is young, obviously in his 60s, because back in the day it was old because people looked older. Life was a bit harder and the diet was different. But if you look after your diet and you work out and you work on yourself and do a lot of things I teach on the channel, you're going to look great at 40. In some ways, you're going to look better at 40 than you did at 30. If you got a 30-year-old, a young guy, or a 25-year-old, but he eats crap and doesn't take care of his diet and his appearance, you know, he's not going to look as good as when he's 40. If his diet's on point, he's purposeful, he's living his passion, it's different. So, you know, there is a solution. And it's not listening to the general belief out there, which society says when a man's 40, he needs a cane and a walking stick. That's kind of what generally people believe. And I know I used to have that running through my head in my 20s. Oh, 40-year-old's old. Well, you're only as old as you allow yourself to be, and you're only as old as young as you feel. Because I feel great at 39, almost 40. I'm getting in better shape than I was when I was in my 20s. I was having a little bit of a battle there. You guys can see me. I was like, oh, was I in better shape? No, I was physically. I had a six-pack in my 20s, but I wasn't in the shape I'm in now, mentally and emotionally. And the six-pack is coming back with a vengeance. So you've got to work on yourself. And you know, you will attract women. You can be even more attractive in your older years. It depends on how you look after yourself. So of course, if you're 40 and you just give up, and you don't socialize, and you don't get a mentor, and you don't take programs, and you don't practice the good ethics I teach on this channel, which is honesty, respect, being yourself, and you don't work on your fears, then you're gonna slip. You're gonna fall back. You're gonna allow yourself to fail. You're gonna sabotage everything, and you're gonna push relationships away, women included. So if you work on yourself, you can be great. You can be great at 50, 60, 70. I've said it before. Look at Anthony Robbins. Look at Grant Cardone. Look at Les Brown. These guys are in their 70s, 60s. They look amazing. You know, they look attractive, they're vibrant because they work on themselves, they diet, they train, they live their passion. So for any guy that's 40 now in his 40s or approaching 40 is insecure, worried about these things, about insecurities, am I too old? Change the mindset. Don't live with more regret. Take action, get a mentor. So I'm speaking to guys now who are 40 or in their 40s that want to start taking action on their social anxiety, building confidence, getting the right relationship. Send me an email below. I can help you. I've got a program for this. I've helped loads of guys, and we can relate because I'm almost 40. So it's someone who is of the similar age to you that has been successful in life and has also failed and made these mistakes. So I can really connect with you. I've helped many guys at this age, and I'm not excluding guys that are younger, by the way. If you're younger and you want to work with me, I'm still going to work with you. I'm just trying to target this problem because I know it's a problem, and I know there's a lot of men right now screaming for my help, and I get emails and I do events and I hear again and again the same pattern. Oh, I'm 40, am I too old? Oh, I'm in my 40s. Or am I too old to get the right woman? Am I too old to start a business? Or is it at any point now in me making up for lost years? Of course the answer is yes. I'm going to say that. I believe in it. I've changed my life. So many people. It comes down to you though. It's about what you value. If you believe it's too old and you want to quit, I can't change that. But if you don't want to believe that and you want a better narrative, I can help you to help yourself if you're a committed client. And obviously a lot of you that are not ready to do the mentorship or can't do it, you're getting the free advice now. So this is my advice, right? Because my mentorship, and I don't apologize, is expensive because the value that I give is not cheap. It's incredible value. But for those of you that can't afford the investment, fine, you're going to get it for free. Stay on this video, get a piece of pen, write this down. Right, so you're 40 years of age, or 45 or 47 or 48, and you're insecure, you're not dating anyone, it's not going well, struggling. Write some goals down. What are your 3 goals? Is it to get the right relationship? Is it to make money? Is it to be confident? Is it to lose weight? Start taking action. I'd say the first area to take action is, before we even get started, you have to go to the gym. Man, for any age, especially guys in their 40s, get rid of the dad bod, the belly, you have to go to the gym. I've got videos all on the channel. Find a routine that works for you. Boxing, if that don't work, weight training, MMA, running, whatever. Burn more calories than you're consuming. Start eating a healthy diet. If you don't eat a healthy diet, no point, waste of time. It's not going to work, it's science. So you've got to start eating healthy. I'm not saying you've got to be a diet freak. I'm not saying you've got to be a gym freak. But I'm kind of saying, if you really want to be serious, you kind of have to be. You've got to take action and train regularly. That's the first thing. The training is going to take away the insecurities and the limiting beliefs. I'm 40, I'm too old, it's done. It's not done. It's not done. It's very young if you work on yourself. So that's going to help you with your self-esteem and confidence. Secondly, I'd get, we're saying if you can't get a mentor, you've got to start socializing. You've got to start talking to women with honesty. You've got to speak to guys. You've got, make friends. You've got to go to events. It's this whole development around overcoming the social anxiety in your 40s, getting in shape. I'm telling you, a man in his 40s who's in shape, who's not overweight, fit, healthy, is going to be more attractive and desirable to a lot more women. And a lot more people, and you're going to be more successful in life and find what your purpose is. All these are in a direction. I help men to find their purpose at any age, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100 plus, if you're lucky to make it that far. So these things you need to do. Work on your fashion, be accountable. All the fears, take action, set goals, but mainly around exercising, socializing, dieting, work on your appearance, and work on being a better person, and your confidence will go up. Your limiting beliefs will start to dissolve, and you'll get rid of those beliefs. That it's just a universal belief. If you don't change it, it's going to be real. I'm too old, 40, I'm done. I can't start a business. It's too old for me now. I missed that window. Not true. Some of the best entrepreneurs become mostly successful in the later ages, 40, 50. I've helped many clients to get a girlfriend or get a relationship when they're 40 or even older. So there's a lot of advantages being older. You have what a young man can't cheat, can't buy, and doesn't have: experience. And you can't fast forward that. You can only get experience by living it and getting it, and with the time ticking and gaining it. Of course, young men are going to have certain advantages that guys that are older ourselves don't have. So there's pros and cons. But if you've got a good mindset, and you make no excuses, and you don't blame, you don't listen to most of negative society and limiting beliefs and labeling and the stereotyping and age is this, then there's no excuses. You'll be successful. Look at the examples. I've done it. I'm successful. I'm doing it again in my late ages. I did it when I was 30. Right? But everyone's different. Everyone succeeds at different points in time. So don't compare to him, her, me. It's different for you. Look at Les Brown. Look at Grant Cardone. These guys are in their 60s. It's amazing what they're doing and how they look. They've got more energy than most 20-year-olds. So learn. Don't use age as an excuse. Change it now. Learn from the mistakes. Learn from the regret. Learn from the disappointment. Use it all as motivation. So if you're motivated, you're committed, then you're going to do great things. So look, guys, you've got all the teaching today for free. Don't make excuses. Say, oh, you're teaching, I can't do the program, I don't have the money. It's for free, but it's not. But it ain't going to be free to apply it. It's going to cost some courage. So if you haven't got the finances, I've given you the free information. You've got to go and apply it. You've got to get uncomfortable, and you've got to work at these things, and you've got to take action. And like he says in the Rocky movie, it ain't about how hard you can get hit, but it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. And that applies pretty much everything that all of human beings go through. So I think that's most of it. Let me just give me a few seconds. If I want a couple more things before I lose my train of thought. I've been doing a lot of videos, so I'm enjoying it, enjoying the weather. So what other things can guys do? So I would also say, I would leave off of this. If there's one person in your life, and another friend, a guy that you can connect with, who's got a good mindset, good to be around, get around positive people and have nice, honest conversations. Honest conversations, an honest conversation a day always keeps the social anxiety away. You know that old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. An honest conversation with a friend or a like-minded person will reduce the social anxiety and increase your self-esteem, because that's where a lot of the fears come from. The social anxiety hitting you in the later stages, or the sort of midlife crisis, 40 to 50 age, all right? So I hope you guys enjoy that. Speak to you soon. And for those of you that want to apply for mentorship in this area, my email address is below. Send me an email. I'll get back to you really quick, within 48 hours, and I'll see if I can work with you, all right?